Father will look beyond our faults. He will look beyond our failures. He will look beyond our shortcomings. He will look beyond everything that is ugly, that is nasty, that will count us out from being called. And he will still put his hand upon us. Even though we fail, even though we fall, even though we go against his will and against the purpose that he has put us on this earth for every day. There's something we say, there's something we do that goes against the call, but his hand is still on us. I don't know about you, but you ought to take a second right here to thank God that he did not remove his hand from you, that he did not change his mind concerning you, that even though he knew that I would betray him, that I would deny him, that I would go against him, that I would fail him, he still called me. And because of that, I make a decision to be committed to the call. Out of everyone in this world, he put a call on your life. And the thing I like about God is that his call is on your life is specifically for you. I can't fulfill his call on your life, and you cannot fulfill the call of God that's on my life. But each of us in our own lanes, in our own personalities, in who God has made us, he has put a call on our life that only we can fulfill. Now, commitment to God is voluntary. Now we see in this text that Peter and those that were with Peter, they had a choice of whether they wanted to listen to Jesus. They could have done the opposite of what he said. And this whole text could have went a whole different way. But commitment to God is voluntary. He's not going to force us to do what he has called us to do, but it's a personal choice. But you ought to declare this tonight that I choose to be committed to the call. I make a choice myself to be committed to the call of God on our lives. Now, I'm going to deal with our last two verses, and that's verse 10 and 11. It says, James and John, the sons of Zebedee, they were amazed too. James and John worked together with Simon. Jesus said to Simon, don't be afraid. From now on, your work will be to bring in people, not fish. The men brought their boats to the shore. They left everything and they followed Jesus. One of my last points is that your commitment to the call will result in a lasting transformation in your life and those connected to you. I'm going to say that again because I know that was a lot. Your commitment to the call will result in a lasting transformation in your life and those connected to you. Peter, James, and John received a new identity, new purpose, new direction in their life from a choice to cast down their nets. He used what they did to make their living. He used what they were familiar with, how they made money, how they went about getting through life, to give them their purpose in life. Can God use what you're doing right now to reveal his purpose through you? Can you say that where you are in your life right now, that it is in alignment with the will of God? That what I love the most, what gets my most attention, what gets my dedication, my commitment, is it in alignment with the call of God on my life? And if it is, your commitment to the call of God will result in a lasting transformation in your life. Peter, James, and John, they never went back to life as it was after this experience. The impact that Jesus had on their life, and because of them answering his call and doing what he had commanded, it shifted their entire life. And they went from catching fish to becoming fishers of men, leaders of the church. Their lives were completely changed. And Jesus gave them new purpose.